guys, what is up, and welcome back to my channel. So if you guys are new here, I just want to let you guys know right now I am in the middle of a series, a college series, where I just tell you guys tips and tricks. And so basically I have 4 videos planned. We have this one right here, which is like dorm essentials, what to bring, what not to bring. We also have just a generic college Q&A, and then we also have what I wish I would have known going into college, and then what no one tells you about post-graduation. All of these videos are going to be up on my channel within the next week. I don't know what order necessarily I'm going to be posting them, but if you guys want to check that out, make sure to go ahead, hit the little subscribe button, give this video a big thumbs up, and turn on that post notification bell to be notified every single time I post a new video. So this video is in absolutely no order, and basically I'm just gonna be reading off of a list. So I was just like looking back on my experience. So I went to Slippery Rock University. I'm giving them way too much promo, but I went to Slippery Rock University in Slippery Rock, Pennsylvania. It's actually an amazing school. It's a great size. I always said that it was large enough they were always meeting new people, but small enough you couldn't go anywhere without seeing at least one familiar face, which I thought was like the perfect size for me. I didn't really want to go to a college where I just like everywhere I went there was like all new people and I never saw anyone familiar. So I thought it was a great size for me, but I went back and I was like thinking about, okay, like what did I bring? What did I not bring? What did I bring that maybe I shouldn't have brought? And I created a little list. It is in absolutely no order. I just thought I would go ahead and read them off. So my college, like I said, was called Slippery Rock University. So I would definitely recommend if you go to a school more in a rainier climate, make sure to bring rain boots, an umbrella, a raincoat. You're gonna need it and it's gonna come in handy. And I would maybe even recommend bringing 2 umbrellas, because I have broken way too many umbrellas as I'm walking to class and the wind and the rain just like bring up my umbrella and then poof, it's gone. Storage bins. When you go into the dorms, it's so important to figure out organization, and I'll talk about that a little bit more. Storage bins are great. You can put them in your closet. I don't know, there's so many different things, but I would definitely recommend figuring out how to maximize your tiny space. Hangers are great, chargers, power strips. You're going to need them. I would probably recommend bringing 3. If your dorm doesn't already include it, I would definitely recommend getting a mini fridge and a microwave. Where I went to college, you had 2 options. So you could either live in the communal, they call them traditional housing. You get your own room, but you don't get your own bathroom. And so we had to share a bathroom with, I think there was 4 bathrooms on our floor. So I probably shared a bathroom with like 9 girls, but it was a big bathroom. It sounds like gross and people don't want to, but it felt like going into like a gym locker room. That's honestly what it felt like. So it really wasn't bad. I got some shower shoes, definitely recommend those. That's what I lived in, and it did not include a microwave and a mini fridge. But if you would have went to the residential suites, which are super nice, and you get your own bathroom and all that stuff, it did come with a mini fridge. And I don't even think it came with a mini fridge. I think it came with a big fridge and a microwave. Desk decor is great. Whiteboard and markers, if your door doesn't already have it, I think it's really cool to be able to like write messages and stuff. I know some people even wrote their like Instagram handles so people could like, you know, like interact with you there. Get a door mirror if it's not already included. Bring lots of pictures. A coffee maker. So I actually read a lot of articles saying that you should not bring a coffee maker because they know that kids in college drink a lot of coffee. Yes. And that's why they jack up the price on coffee. So I actually got a really cool one, not sponsored, but it is a coffee maker that had a timer. And so what me and my roommate would do is we would, you know, at night, we would put the grinds in and everything, and we would set the time. And so every morning at whatever time we were getting up, let's say 9 o'clock, it would start to brew and our alarms would go off. And it was so cool because we always had coffee the second we woke up. I would recommend, like I mentioned, like a shower, like a shower wrap, a shower caddy, and shower shoes. Command hooks, because most dorms you're not allowed to put holes in the wall. And also you have to be really careful what command strips you put on the wall, because you need to make sure that it doesn't chip the paint. A desk light in case your roommate's sleeping and you still want to get your homework done. A mattress topper, because your mattresses aren't always the most comfiest thing in the world. Snacks, a swimsuit, a fan, cleaning supplies, and medicine, because you will get sick, I promise you. I'm actually going to talk about this in the video where what I wish I would have known before college, because you will get sick so much because you're living in dorms. For me, I was sharing a bathroom, eating in the cafeterias, you're studying in the library. You are touching so many things, especially when I'm filming this, it is still quarantine for the coronavirus, but like it's crazy because think how much you're touching all the time, especially in the library. Like you don't even think about it. You go, you touch the table, you touch the books, you touch the computers, and then you go to the cafe and you get a coffee and a bagel, and then you're eating the bagel with your hands. Like I never even thought of that kind of stuff until the corona stuff happened, And now I'm like, oh my goodness, no wonder I was sick all the time. A flashlight is great. I mean, sometimes you will have to walk back to your dorm rooms in the dark. It happens. I would also recommend mace. For most campuses, it's pretty safe. You couldn't go anywhere without seeing a blue light, and it was this thing that, you know, if you felt in danger at all, you could hit the button and it would like call the police basically. It also had the technology that if you were running from something, you could hit the one blue light and then another blue light and it's tracking you. So like the police know like maybe not to go to this light, like maybe they know that you're going to the next one because you've already hit 4. I mean, I don't think I've ever heard of anyone actually hitting the blue light button. So I mean, my college was really safe, but you know, mace never hurts. Headphones is a big one. Just as like a respect to your roommates, just bring headphones. Bed risers, just to give you guys a little bit more space underneath your bed. And then the last one that I have written down is a laundry bag. So now on to what not to bring, because there's a lot that I think freshmen bring. And I was trust me, I'm telling you this stuff because I brought it my freshman year. And I wish I wouldn't have, because it was just a big waste of space. Number 1 is too many pillows. Like, I get it, it's cute on Dormify. It's like super cute to see all these decorative pillows, but they're not practical. That's one of the biggest things I would stress to you is how do you make your room functional and practical, not cute? Because cute, you could have all this stuff and it's just cluttering up your room. So just a heads up, limit your pillows to maybe 2 decorative pillows. Too many decorations, don't do it. Like I said, it's just gonna create a lot of clutter and your room is gonna get messy. The more stuff, this is something I've had to learn, the more stuff you bring, the more messy your room is gonna be all the time. So bring minimal stuff. Like I actually, it's funny because my freshman year I brought a lot, and then every year after I would like pull things away and I wouldn't bring as much. So even maybe pack your stuff, I don't know, like a week before, and every day go through your stuff and be like, do I really need this? And kind of start eliminating. A lot of blankets, don't do it. Once again, it's just clutter. There's no use for it. Maybe just bring like 1 or 2. High school t-shirts. Now you can totally do it, you know, if you want to rep your high school, cool, whatever. But you know, college is like, I don't know, it's a whole different experience. Like you want to be repping your college merch. You don't really want to be repping your high school merch. Too many books. A lot of this, there's a pattern to what not to bring. It's clutter. If you've already read books, don't bring them. Like if you don't think you're gonna reread them, probably just leave them at home. I know that they could be a really cute decoration, but it's just going to add to the clutter. Do not bring out of season clothes. That was a big one for me. So basically what I would do is when I moved in, I would bring almost all of my summer clothes. And then right around like Thanksgiving or like around that time, I would go home and I would swap out my clothes. And so I'd bring all my summer clothes home and I would bring all my winter clothes. So now I have like fall and winter clothes. And then on winter break, maybe winter break, or even like spring break, I would say. You could bring your winter clothes home and bring all of your summer clothes back, if that makes sense. Kind of like rotating the seasons, because you will not have enough room in your dorm room to fit summer, fall, winter, and spring clothing. Going along with our theme, too many shoes and too many towels. Bring like 3 or 4 towels and bring like maximum 6 pairs of shoes. You need like tennis shoes, flip-flops, cute heels, like things like that, but don't bring out an entire rack of your shoes. What are you gonna wear the most? And maybe just get like 1 or 2 pairs of really cute dress-up shoes. This one, you guys might disagree. I would say leave the fairy lights at home, because I had to learn this the hard way in my college experience. So when you turn on those fairy lights, depending on how long you have them on, they burn into the wall and they leave little marks. And so I got hit with a massive charge when I moved out of my junior year apartment. We got hit, so I moved in and they had already lived there, but I got hit with repainting 24 walls because we had fairy lights, and it burned little holes in the wall. Not even holes, like it just left like little tiny burn marks everywhere that there was like a light. So I would recommend leaving the fairy lights at home. Don't bring a fish, don't bring a pet. Any sort of big furniture, leave it at home. A tool box, you probably won't need it. If you want to bring like maybe a few screwdrivers, cool, but like a gigantic toolbox, you don't need that. Don't bring a toaster or a toaster oven. Usually those are big fire hazards. You can also check with your school to make sure that you're not allowed those. I wouldn't recommend dishes. For me, I didn't have a sink in my dorm room, so I would probably leave the dishes at home. If you want to bring like 1 bowl, go for it, but I never used any bowls or anything. Also a printer, I would leave that at home, because most likely in your tuition, you're probably allowed a certain amount of printing printing. So I would leave the printer at home and just go to the library and get printing done. Really bulky sports gear, I would probably leave at home unless you do play sports, absolutely. But you know, if you, like for example, my college, like don't bring skiing gear. You know what I mean? Like we're in Pennsylvania, like don't bring skiing stuff unless you're really planning on skiing. But I mean, most likely that's gonna be like a one-time thing. It's just not worth it. It takes up a lot of space. Any sort of bulky luggage, I would probably leave at home. Or if you want, like have your parents help you and you could like pack suitcases and whatnot. But when they leave, have them take the luggage home with them. Maybe keep one suitcase for whenever you go home for break. That stuff just like, it's so much clutter and you're not gonna have room for it. Candles, because you're probably not allowed them to begin with. Once again, it's a fire hazard. Also, try not to sneak in candles because one mistake of you burning down an entire dorm room, that affects like hundreds of people. So I would really recommend not breaking that rule. A television, so I brought a television my freshman year and then I ended up actually taking it home my sophomore year because I think I only turned it on like 3 or 4 times my freshman year. So it just wasn't worth having a bulky television on my desk. Like it was just taking up desk room that I could have had other things. And the last thing I want to recommend is don't bring anything expensive. I mean, if you want to bring your camera, cool, but I mean, be really, really, really careful. A lot of dorms will have the ability to rent a lockbox, so you can make sure that your roommate doesn't get into your medicine, they don't get into your really expensive stuff. If you would be devastated if someone stole it, don't bring it onto campus because it's college. And people are still developing and most likely someone is probably, no, I shouldn't say most likely. I would just say if you're gonna be devastated if someone steals it, don't bring it. And the last thing is don't bring anything that's shareable that your roommate is bringing. Talk to your roommate. That is a big, big, big one. I wanna give this like asterisks and stars. If you guys could share a hair dryer, that's amazing. If you guys could share, I don't know, blankets. Like you don't need to bring 2 blankets if she's bringing 2 blankets because maybe you guys could, you know, share them. I don't know. That was probably a really bad example. Or you don't wanna bring a microwave and her bring a microwave. So just make sure you're talking to your roommate and make sure you don't have a lot of duplicates. So that was it for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Maybe you learned something. If I missed anything that you really think that people should be bringing or should not be bringing to college, make sure to drop it down in the comments. Or if you guys have any questions about like, should I bring this, should I not bring it, also leave it in the comments. Also, I'm gonna have my little subscribe button over here, a playlist to all of my other college videos. Like I said, I'm gonna have, there's 4 in this mini series and maybe there'll be even more. So head over here, check those out. And my most recent will be up here. I love you guys and I'll see you all soon. Bye.